She is. She's ready.
She really is camped out on the
She's
stage.
really camped out.
She wants to come and speak her piece.
How mean of you to lock her out of Table Talk.
No, I didn't lock her out. She's downstairs. The mother won't let her come upstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, still, how mean of you to not let her be one of our guests on the show today.
Yeah.
Okay, did you not hear what I just said? Her mother did that.
You wouldn't let her either. Let's be honest here, Devon.
No, I would, because she probably changed the whole spectrum of the show. So
Probably.
Yeah.
it'd be good.
Probably.
A lot more audience fans.
Moonlighting Lindsay, the WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley. Devon, our guest today, is somebody we've actually had on the show before, but we only had him in our audio shows. Do you have any guesses what episode he was on?
The second episode, the third episode.
24. He was the
24.
one right before we moved over to video.
Yeah, it was before I was allowed to talk to any of the guests because they were worried about what I might say.
Right. That's exactly it. Yeah, we're worried about that.
Yeah.
Ricochet will be on the show next week, schedule allowing. With that said, Devon, why don't you go ahead and introduce your longtime rival?
I don't know about a rival. Someone who scares me, to no end. Someone who beat me up when I was Reverend Devon, which is one of the reasons why it didn't work out. So I would like to say, please welcome to Table Talk for a second time. And this will be Shelton Benjamin. Hello, Shelton.
Welcome.
Hello, Devon. Thank you for that raving introduction. I mean,
And I'm just saying, if you have one of those, flashbacks where you want to beat me up again, I have you on video now, so I will call the cops. I will flash. I will get an order of protection, and I will send you a cease and dismiss letter.
It is really messed up that, first of all, you can't steal my life, all right? All right, Devon, do us all a favor. Do this. Just do this. Okay. I want the fans to know that every mark on his knuckles, they're from my face. I used to beat Devon's face up with my. I used to beat Devon's fist up with my face all day, every day.
So mean.
When I was a rookie, oh my God, it was.
Never.
I still have flashbacks. You hear that ring?
Never.
That was the ringing in my own head. Like that's
No.
Thanks to Devon, it still rings. I answer phones that aren't there.
Shelton, I was in the ring with you because WWE officials scheduled a match, Reverend Devon versus Shelton Benjamin.
Right.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault that you had the title at the time. They put me in the ring.
No,
they put me in the ring.
See, and I'm going to take it back even further. I didn't have a title. Nope. I hadn't even debuted yet. This was Dark Match Benjamin. This was back when me and John Cena were opening Raw and SmackDown.
And you beat him up, Devon?
He beat me within an inch of my life. It was a tropical storm of fists from Devon. I was a rookie. I think maybe I tripped up and like fell down, accidentally stumbled over him. Maybe I looked in his collection plate or something. But I mean, he came out of nowhere.
Very disappointing.
And it was. This is all I remember. This is what my memory of every time I'm with Devon. That's all I can think of. That's my memory.
That's some PTSD right there.
I know.
Thanks a lot, Devon.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I stood about as much
Devon, you probably have to pay for his
Kong
therapy.
did against Godzilla.
Please.
Are you done lying?
Me lie?
I mean, I think he's telling the truth.
Thank you. She is a great judge of character.
Thank you. I know.
You talking about Lindsay?
I'm talking about Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Devon's already regretting asking Shelton to be on the show again. Mm-hmm. And all this back and forth, the bickering started before the show even started. Of course, most recently it was about Devon's mom.
Yeah, no. Devon's sister.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Okay, so if anyone looks at Devon's Instagram, Devon is always posting these photos of this very lovely woman, and he keeps saying, "Oh, this is my mom. This is my mom." That's not his mom. I mean, Devon looks about 40 years older than this woman. I met your sister. I don't think I've ever met your mother. I met your sister.
My mother told you she was my mother.
I met your sister. I met your wives. I met your sons. I met your daughters. I've never met your mother.
Yeah,
Ever.
and they saw me when you
Friend, are you?
when you started approaching me. They saw me break out in a cold sweat out of fear of you.
I think they saw you. Basically, when the lion sees the antelope, he gets excited. That's what they saw in you. They just mistook it for fear. You were ready to pounce. I know it.
Man.
I've got.
So, is there going to be an actual interview here, or are we just going to bicker for this entire?
Probably. Yeah.
I don't.
Lindsay and I will just turn off our microphones, and you guys can just go.
He's setting me up. This is what it is. But I'm gonna stop.
You know,
I'm gonna stop. So, Shelton, how you doing today? How's everything? How's your day going?
I'm doing awesome.
There you
I'm
go.
doing
Way
awesome.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Shelton, are you getting ready for SummerSlam that's going to take place Saturday, August 21st at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas?
So I'm not going to say I'm getting ready because I stay ready. I stay ready for SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Raw, SmackDown, everything. The only thing I wasn't ready for was you when you attacked me so many years ago.
He's speechless. Look at this.
Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean to you, Shelton, to have the fans back, to be able to go back on the road and actually consistently be in front of the fans again?
Oh my God! You know, people, unless you participated in sports, especially at a high level, in front of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. There's a tangible energy that you get from performing in front of fans that, the COVID era just robbed everybody of that. And for me, and I know for a lot of other talent, the hardest thing to do every week is to go out there and perform at your best, because a lot of what we do is for reaction. It's for that fan interaction. And when it's not there, I mean, it's for. You ever watch a Three Stooges show, and they turn off the sounds? Mm-hmm. It's not the same. It's not as funny. It's not as fun. When you take away the fans from performers, and not just pro wrestlers, I'm talking athletes, musicians, anyone who used to you've really taken the heart out of what we do and why we do it. So to have the fans back is a breath of fresh air. I cannot wait.
That's awesome.
Now, Shelton, I got to ask a question. Were you there at WrestleMania when they had a little bit of the fans there? I forgot the percentage of fans that were in the arena. And if so, how did it feel to have that percentage back?
I wasn't there. I was in town. I didn't attend the event. Just for safety reasons for everyone. If it wasn't necessary for you to be there, I didn't think we need to be. And again, we're still dealing with the pandemic. So I watched it, and I'll be honest, I was jealous. I was jealous to not be in front of that crowd. I mean, that crowd, it could have been a Raw crowd. It doesn't matter. Just to be back in front of people. I mean, I was jealous just for that moment, that glass breaking moment, just to be in front of those fans, because it looked, felt, and sounded so fun. Just watching it felt right watching WrestleMania, just from an audio standpoint, and everything was so much better because of them.
Awesome.
How did it feel the first time with not having fans when the pandemic first came about? How did that feel, wrestling without fans being there?
Even before the Thunderdome is what you're saying?
Yes.
So yeah, the PC era, we like to call it.
The PC era.
So that was, it was just weird. I watched a couple. I wasn't brought to work for a couple weeks, and so I saw a few of the shows, and it was just strange watching it. It was almost depressing watching it. When I finally had to go and perform, oh man, it was like pulling teeth. There was no energy. Like, you had to create energy. There was no sound. There was no atmosphere. It was just, honestly, it's like going into an empty room and trying to entertain people. I hated it.
Yeah.
When we fall, it hurts more. Like again,
you don't have that adrenaline.
again, like it's a very tangible thing to have the energy of the fans, because they actually motivate us to be able to do everything we do. And when they're not there, okay, I know they're watching, but to me, all I hear is crickets.
Mm-hmm.
The strangest thing for me was, as I'm having my match, I can clearly hear everything commentary is saying. Literally everything. So there are times in the match I want to stop and go, what the hell did you say? You know what I mean? Like, so I've never heard that before. I've kind of heard it before, but that was the first time I could clearly hear every word throughout the match. It's almost distracting when I'm trying to pound someone's brains in, and you hear Byron talking about his dress socks or something.
Now, I got to ask you this. We're coming back to a live audience, officially, back on the road on Friday, July 16th. Are you excited about that? And, I mean, right there, you're going to have your fans in there. You won't be able to hear the commentators. You won't be able to hear me saying, Shelton, stop beating up that man. How do you feel about being back on the road after all of this time being home? As far as people ask me, are you ready to go back on the road? And I tell them no. I go, I'm so used to having this vacation, just being able to, do the shows in Florida and then just come back home after the shows are gone. To me, I've been on vacation since this pandemic started. For me, it feels like, because, again, I didn't have to fly, I had to go anywhere. Right. So I went away to my brother's wedding about 2 months ago, and it was the first time I've flown since the pandemic. And it was the weirdest thing in the world, trying to get back on the plane, trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm like, what the hell? I even woke up late. I estimated the time of leaving my house, getting to the airport, and checking in. Yeah, I missed the first flight, had to go to the second one, and the whole nine. It was crazy, man. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that all over again?
In all honesty, yes. I know a lot of guys. One of the more challenging parts of our industry is the fact that we travel so much. And for me, that's always been the highlight. Like, I love going to different cities and going to different towns and different countries and experiencing it all. Like, going to the same place over and over and over and over and over drives me crazy. Florida, thank you. You've been great, but I've had enough of Florida. I want to see the world again. I want to see the fans again. I want to be on the road. I love the road. Call me, institutionalized, but this is my lifestyle. So when I have to sit at home for too long, I go crazy. Like, 2 weeks is about as long as I can stand. Just stay home and do nothing.
As far as I'm concerned, you should be in a jail cell right now after what you did to me in 2002. I'm just saying, it's abuse. I can't let it go, Lindsay.
You can't let it go.
Lindsay, you weren't the one that's getting his ass beaten. Let me move on your ass. Listen,
both of you.
Both of us.
Move on.
One of these.
I let it go. You don't see him at the shows when nobody's looking, the camera's on, and he's threatening to beat me. You're not there. You don't have to believe me. I know.
Look at his face.
Look at it. How could that face be what you say it was?
Diva, how could you?
Yeah.
But here's this is what's killing me, because Devon, as we all know, I mean, he's been ordained. He's a minister now, and I gotta wonder what church he's going to preach in, because you are not going. You are not going. Right now, you're gonna walk after all the untruths and misleadings that he's giving you guys here on this interview. Like, when he walks in church this Sunday, I mean, he's gonna burst right into flame. We were talking about humidity. We were talking about humidity earlier. Wait there when Devon walks back into his church.
Yeah.
Man, that's a
Devon,
you may need to go to confession real quick. We got some fan questions while you.
Hey, no! Don't send Devon to confession. I mean, there's only so many years in the decade. Devon will take up all of them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Look at him.
That's a good question here from G Fox. Wants to know, obviously, there's a strict diet you most likely follow to stay in shape. What do you do on cheat day? What's your go-to junk food and dessert?
Listen, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to interrupt Shelton, but Shelton eats whatever he wants when he wants. This man is genetically gifted and don't have to worry about dieting or anything like that. That's the crazy part. Him and R-Truth, they both about 70 years old. They look about 30, and yet they have bodies better than most 20-year-olds. Him and Truth both. They don't diet, and don't listen to him either if he lies and tells you that he does diet. He trains. I won't say he trains. I'll give him that, but he don't diet. The man. Look, he looks at a cupcake and burns it like that, just by looking at it. It just disappears out of his body.
Okay, so
all right, let's hear.
I will say no. I don't follow any special diets. I do eat whatever I want when I want, but I you're in trouble, ain't you? You're in trouble.
Who?
I hear them, your girl's yelling at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter.
They heard you
yelling at
lying.
me.
They heard you lying.
Yeah.
Don't tell a fib, daddy. But to answer this question, no, I don't follow any special diets. I'm very sensible about what I eat. I don't sit around. I don't eat junk. But like I said, if I see it, it's something good, and I'm going to eat it. But I live an active lifestyle. I get up every morning, ride my bike, do a workout, and everything like that. But I don't follow any. I've never had to. And I think as I've gotten older, I probably work out more now than I ever did. But also I don't put myself at certain I don't put my body at certain disadvantages. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't other. So there's a cumulative effect with all that stuff, and I haven't handicapped myself. So I'm like I said,
it's the other that does it for me. Never mind the laziness and the snack foods I eat all the time. It's the other. Thank you, Shelton. I like that. All right.
All right, Shelton. I got something I want to ask you too. We got another event coming up. WWE. It's Hell in a Cell. This is Sunday, June 20th. It will be streaming on Peacock and live in the U.S. and in other areas. It'll be on the WWE Network. Are you ready for Hell in a Cell? And if so, what match are you looking forward to? And have you ever been in a Hell in a Cell? That's the question.
I have not been in a Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
Devon, would you come out of retirement to face Shelton in a Hell in a Cell?
Absolutely not. I like my life and I like to walk straight. I like
Good try, Mo. Good try.
I try.
Yeah.
I think the powers that be understand that if they put me in a Hell in a Cell match, they might not get their other competitors back because you can't put me in a big mess situation, and I rise to the occasion every time. So no, I haven't been in a Hell in a Cell match, but I think past champions have requested that I not be because Shelton don't play.
All right.
Well, I mean, listen, we may never know. I mean, next Sunday, June 20th, Hell in a Cell, live on Peacock and live on WWE Network and other countries, other places. You might be on there. You might be on there smashing somebody's head. You never know.
And every
card is subject to change. You know that.
Absolutely. That's why I stay ready. I don't get ready. I stay ready.
That's great.
That's great to do. Yeah.
Gabe has a question. Who's your go-to person to talk to backstage?
Well, when he's not throwing punches at me, Devon is definitely one of the guys I talk to.
He lies, Sap.
Such a weird relationship. So confused.
So believe it or not, like I actually ask guys who I've admired a lot of times, the Edge is someone who I'll always ask advice because I think he has such a great mind, just for the wrestling business in general. So Edge is always, and I mean, this has been since we're talking first Money in the Bank, when I discovered what a genius Edge is. So I always kind of ask his opinion on things. Lately, Hurricane Helms, I talked to him. Despite our recent fallout, MVP and the members of the Hurt Business, those were always guys that I would confide in. But I mean, there's so many like great guys in the locker room right now, and just backstage in general. Like I feel like I talk to just about everybody. You know, like you mentioned, Truth, R-Truth. I let Drew, Sheamus, Rich. Like I feel like I try to stay in touch with everyone, even guys who are quote unquote less experienced than me, because I understand that I have my own idea of how sports entertainment should be done. But at the same time, I understand that this is an ever changing environment. What people like. So a lot of times, I'll ask young guys, you know, what do you think of this? Like, give me your take, so I can freshen up my own ideas. Because you either evolve or you go the way of the dinosaur. So I try to listen to everybody.
Nice.
All right. Well, I give you the right advice when I can, when I don't feel threatened.
So never.
I just want to say one. I need to make this absolutely
Abundantly clear.
Abundantly clear. Every, and the coin of phrase in The Rock means every bad thing I've ever done, Devon made me do it.
I believe that.
Everyone.
I've never made you do anything, Lindsay.
Let it be known.
I've never made you do anything, Lindsay, bad.
Me?
Yes.
We're not talking about me.
So why would you agree with him?
Because I know you.
Devon knew me when I was young, impressionable. You know.
Listen,
why would you do that?
For a mentor.
I'm not even listening to you or Lindsay. Bottom
is,
line
he took me under his wing, his big bat wing. Because he's no angel; it had to be a bat.
It's the reason why his favorite show is Lucifer.
That big leathery bat wing.
Can't stand you.
And he showed me the ropes.
Well, maybe we can help turn this around a little bit, Devon. Maybe we can turn this around a little bit here. So when we promoted that Shelton was going to be on the show, a fellow superstar, Mia Yim, apologized, saying, "I'm sorry."
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So people want to know what your relationship is with Mia Yim, and why is she the Shelty Slayer?
You know what?
I love her. I should have had her on the show with you. Because other like Lindsay, she would have had my back and would have protected me.
We were having such a wonderful interview. We were reminiscing, talking about the business, and then y'all had to go and bring up Mia Yim. Why would you ruin the moment like that?
I love her. She's the sweetest person in the world. She protects me around this beast right here, and he doesn't come anywhere near me when Mia's around. I love it. Love it.
No, here's the thing: the only person who can stand being around Mia Yim is Keith Lee, and I'm not even sure he's there voluntarily. All right.
What are you trying to say? He's forced into the situation?
I'm saying he's strong-armed into this situation.
Poor Mia.
Okay.
Poor Mia.
Okay, let's knock out the Mia section of this interview. Okay, Mia Yim. I met Mia back in 2011, I believe. And she was actually wrestling Mickie James at an indie show. And we talked, we became friends, and I've known her. She pretty much, I don't know how it started. I don't know how the frenemy thing started. It's taken on a life of its own. But she is, what's the best way to put it? She sucks. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Mia sucks. All right. You know what? I guess what is this? This is airing live. So today is apparently National Best Friends Day.
Uh-huh.
She dared post pictures of her best friends, and I'm not in it. I was the one the picture she posted.
There's a reason for that.
Who is a better friend to Mia Yim than me? All right.
I am.
You weren't in the pictures either.
I was. There's a new version coming out.
Oh no.
Oh, there's new version coming out.
Photoshop.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I see Keith. She's got Stannis in there. She's got Stannis in there. You know, Shayna Baszler. You know, the Dakota Kai. No Shelton. Really, Mia? Really?
Well,
that's what we're doing now.
No.
Maybe, just maybe, you can at the pay-per-view next week, Hell in a Cell, this coming Sunday, or I should say Sunday, June 20th, maybe you could talk to Mia and see if maybe, you can probably wind up in that picture.
You don't talk. There is no talking to Mia. All right. there is no talking to that person.
Well, listen, at Hell in a Cell, June 20th, which is the extraordinary pay-per-view, live on the Peacock Network. Okay, we got to put that, the Peacock Network.
Yeah, Peacock
in
Network.
The US and the WWE Network everywhere else. Maybe you can talk to Mia and see what the deal is.
You know what? I have a better idea. Why don't we actually put Mia in not a Hell in a Cell, but in a cell period, lock the door, throw away the key, pull down the girders, and bomb the building.
Shelton, you going to hell. You going to hell.
Nah.
I feel like we need to bring her into the show and help, be therapy, basically. For
Yeah.
I mean, in all seriousness, Mia Yim sucks. Okay.
You going straight to hell. You ain't collecting $200 or nothing.
Seriously. Mia Yim she's my little sister. I love her to death. We have the most unique relationship I have of any woman that I know. I mean, she's an awesome person. She's super talented, and I still can't wait for WWE to just unleash her and just really let her go, because she's an amazing talent. She's a hell of a talent. And even though we know, congratulations to her and Keith Lee, who got engaged not too long ago. Good luck, Keith. But she's an awesome person, friend. And she's actually one of the people I talk to, obviously when we're backstage together. Now, I do wear hazmat suit when I talk to her, but we talk.
You need to be ashamed of yourself. You need to be ashamed. And I'm going to tell Mia everything you're telling her when I see her.
Well, she'll probably say worse.
Yes, she will.
This is how you know you're friends. We talk behind each other's back. We talk in front of each other's face, and we know it. So it's all love.
One of the questions, we had you on the show before, and I think you explained to us the relationship. But explain to us again the relationship between you and Brock Lesnar. I mean, you guys went to school together. You helped train Brock at one point when he got to the college. Explain that. Run us down that road.
So I met Brock my senior year while wrestling for the University of Minnesota, and our coaches loved him. When I was done, he basically came right in. He came in as a junior and replaced me on the team, and I stayed on as an assistant coach because I still had a year where I still had a year of my scholarship paying for my school, so I was there basically every day with Brock we'd wrestle every day for about 3-4 hours a day. It started off I was kind of showing him the ropes of big time D1 college wrestling. That lasted for about 2 months, and then it was just straight wrestling him because, as I've said many times, Brock is a modern day gladiator. When it comes to amateur wrestling, his mind is a sponge. You show him something one time, he's got it. And so me and him became friends, while at Minnesota, and then when WWE came along, I mean, we attended we actually attended SummerSlam '99 together. And that was both our introduction to the WWE. I signed early because he had another year of eligibility in 2000, and then he came on a year later. So we were roommates in OVW, and obviously we were the Minnesota Stretching Crew, 3-time OVW Southern Tag Team champions, and then Brock got called up, and he became the next big thing. And I later came up with Team Angle, and our careers where they've gone. But our relationship goes long before WWE.
And did you guys ever have that friendly? How sometimes with friends in certain situations like that, you get on the mat and you start wrestling around with each other. Did you guys ever do that? And if so, did you ever get Brock in a compromised position where you got him, where you got one up on him?
So here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize this. Me and Brock were in the same weight class. I was a collegiate heavyweight. Brock was a collegiate heavyweight. And so as far as getting on the mat, like I said, for about a year, almost 2 years, me and Brock wrestled each other every day. Like, I know Brock better than anyone when it comes to amateur wrestling, partly because I trained him, but also I was his sparring partner. So there were days where I would go into the room and Brock, I couldn't do anything I couldn't take him down. I couldn't ride him. I couldn't do anything with him. But then there were days where my knowledge of him, I knew how to corral the bull. There is no stopping Brock. You can corral him. You can survive him. There's no stopping it. But again, there were days we've had matches where we've wrestled for an hour, but neither one of us has taken the other down. So by the time we got to WWE, like that was for us. There was no need. We've already clashed for over a year. We did wrestle a lot with other people. I know Brock and Kurt. They had their famous little bouts, and me and Charlie and some of the other guys with some amateur background, and a lot that didn't have amateur backgrounds. Like when I first started, that was fun for me to just get in and wrestle with guys. Like I wrestled Kane, Big Show, Stevie Richards, like pretty much anybody that would get in the ring with me and want an amateur wrestler, I would amateur wrestle them because it was fun. It helped me stay in shape and helped me stay sharp. But as far as me and Brock go, we might have wrestled once the entire time we were in WWE together. But I make it a point to, if you have an amateur wrestling background, I make it a point to say, okay, you have a background, I have a background. If we start wrestling, we're going to draw a crowd, so let's not do it. And there was a talent who did not heed my warning, and he got tossed. Now
wait a minute. The question I got to ask: was it Shane McMahon?
It was not Shane McMahon.
And what some of you people don't know is behind the scenes when the camera's on rolling, Shane and Shelton have this little thing going on where if the one sneaks up from behind and picks him up, it's kind of like a throwdown. It's like at one point. And they go around the whole arena the whole day, hiding from one another, trying to get that one person up in the air. And you see Shelton hiding. I'm in catering, and Shane is sitting down like 2 tables in front of me, and this is Shelton. Sneaking up from behind. And then, of course, Shane is eating his food. And when you feel something back, you just turn. It's hilarious between them.
That sounds fun.
When did that start?
That's been going on for years.
Honestly,
Who started it?
I don't know when it started. Pretty much from the time I came back to WWE back in 2017. It pretty much since then. But to be honest, we actually used to wrestle each other to the ground, but we started realizing we were endangering the people around us. So we had to come up with ground rules.
That's nice.
So we couldn't off limits. Catering, the gorilla position in Vince's office. And then we had to like come up with a time limit because once showtime starts, we had to cut it off because we had to focus on.
Sure.
Wait, so you're saying that if Shane was at the urinal, that's technically legal for you to be able to?
Yes.
Wow.
But me being the person I am, I'm not going to attack you at the urinal. All right.
My God.
That's nice of you.
Could.
Yeah.
I'm not going on because quite frankly, I don't want to get wet.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to risk getting wet. So.
Yeah.
Gentleman's rule right there. Yes.
Yeah, and it was a great way to pass the day. It was fun, exciting.
I'm gonna start that at my job. I think just randomly trying to pick people up and see if that passes the day.
Oh,
I feel like that would be so much fun. I don't know.
I mean,
Until I got fired.
It really is. Like, that's so much fun with it. And the funny thing is just the stalking. When we actually get it, that's one thing. But it's more just the stalking and the elaborate ways in which we would try to get each other. Like Shane once sat under the ring for about half an hour, waiting for me to forget that he's around. And it's
crazy.
Again, it's the most fun game of cat and mouse ever.
Well,
but we've since retired it, and if Shane's watching, I'll say we retired Shane as champion. He was as champion. Shane retired as champion, but I got the most style points.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've seen you get them, so there you go. So, all right,
I got to talk about Nascar.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that. Well, I got to plug this. SummerSlam will take place Saturday, August 21st, live from the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Okay,
Ooh, Vegas.
So go get your tickets now. Ticketmaster, go get your tickets and order them now because it's definitely going to be happening in Vegas. Also,
who's ordering my tickets?
WWE is returning to live events beginning Friday, July 16th. Please visit WWE.com to upcoming WWE live events and ticket information. So please, if you want any information, ladies and gentlemen out there, and you want to come to a WWE event, please go to WWE.com and purchase your tickets and find out when the WWE is coming to a location near you. And also, WWE Hell in a Cell takes place next Sunday, June 20th, streaming live on Peacock in the U.S. and WWE Network everywhere else.
Good job.
Thank you.
And I'll go and check out the website and figure out which ones that you can buy me tickets for.
Absolutely. Anyway, Shelton, I know we gotta let you go, Shelton, but thank you so much for being on the show. And I'll definitely see you at the pay-per-view, most likely, probably, and maybe this Friday at SmackDown. Maybe.
No.
No.
He said no.
No.
Well, here's what I gotta ask you: which one you like? Which one you like the most, or which one you like better? Friday, because you've been on both shows, SmackDown or Raw. Which one is your favorite?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to say in this run, definitely Raw.
Really?
Yeah, I mean SmackDown, I didn't do a lot there.
Okay.
Me and Gable had a little thing going for a while, but I mean once that fizzled, I didn't have a lot going there. I think I had this. Yeah, and even I don't even know what that's all about. But
did it seem? Because I get this all the time from talent, even when I wrestled, it seemed like SmackDown was the show that was a lot calmer than Monday Night Raw. And at one point, it could have been because at one point SmackDown was taped and it wasn't live. Plus, they had an extra hour on the show. Instead of 3 hours, it was only 2 hours on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, now that we're live, we went back to going live on SmackDown. Do you still see a difference?
So I haven't had a chance to be a part of SmackDown in a while. So, and I know a lot of things, a lot of dynamics change, especially with us, with Fox and everything. Back in the 2000s, SmackDown was definitely more fun, more laid back. Raw was the clear flagship, more, I guess, high pressure. But also, I feel like a lot of that had to do with, personnel.
Okay.
On I just felt like on SmackDown, everybody there was trying to help everybody, from top guys to bottom guys. There was a lot of things that behind the scenes stuff that I really don't want to get into that SmackDown just didn't deal with, and I just back then that was my take. Today I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. But I will say while I was there on SmackDown since 2017, I thought it was one of the most unified crews ever. Everyone seemed to be super cool with each other. Everyone was, I thought it was one of the best locker rooms I had ever been in.
Well, here's the part that always bothered me on things like that when you say it's a different locker room, because we're all still the same company, but yet it does feel different when one is on SmackDown and the other one's on Raw. And when you don't see somebody when you're on SmackDown, you don't see somebody on Raw until a pay-per-view, because sometimes they unite the pay-per-views. It's just like, oh my God, you do feel like you're in a different company.
Well, I mean, again, when we talk about to the 2000s, it was a clear competition, because we obviously were our own competition, and we was all the same company, but it was definitely a competition. At the time, Taker was the clear locker room leader. I've been in there when we say, we've had speed, like, we're going to kick Raw's ass no matter what they think they got over there. We're going to show we have the better talent, the better characters, the better everything. Like, we didn't speak about Raw as though we were the same company. It was definitely a competition. Again, I don't really feel that same sense of competition today. I feel it more. I feel like NXT is more like old school SmackDown, but with their attitudes towards Raw and SmackDown. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's the comparison I would make. Raw and SmackDown, I feel like, everybody, we do this all the time, but I don't feel a real competition from a locker room standpoint until I look at NXT.
Okay.
Those guys, they're trying to steal the show. They're trying to reaching for that brass ring every night. So that's the sense I get from them.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
I can see that. All right. Well, Shelton, again, thank you so much for being on the show. And it's always a pleasure, especially the second time around. I get to expose you for the truth. And finally, people seeing this, they'll understand that if you come anywhere near me within 5 yards, I'll sue.
Well, Mo, Lindsay, thank you for having me. You two are absolutely delightful. Awesome people.
Be careful. I'm a reverend. Don't go there. I'm a reverend. Be nice.
Seconds after he threatens him. I mean,
I don't know what to believe. I'm just so confused.
The suing Reverend Devon. Not the testifying Reverend, the suing Reverend
Listen,
Devon.
I need a new doorknob on the church. I need stainless windows on the church.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I'm still waiting for my checks.
Listen,
because that court case from back in the day, I need, there was punitive damages that you gave me from that barrage. Like, I'm still waiting for
emotional.
Devon did an info dump on my lawyers, and they can't make heads or tails of it. So listen, somebody got to pay for these medical bills, Devon, and it can't be me.
We can squash all of this right here and right now. And come Monday when I see you, you give me a slight donation to the Devon Building Fund to the church, and I'll make sure that everything that you've done to me, I will forgive.
I'll tell you what. Hey, I tell you what. I will write you a check.
Oh, nice.
When you do write that check, I want to see your driver's license and everything else on it. I want 2 forms of ID. I'm just telling you right now, 2 forms of ID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if
Hold
you
on.
want to
In your
if
case,
you want
I
to
want 3.
if you want to cash that check, you better go to the Bank of Flubber.
Hey,
That's
Shelton,
so
thanks
funny.
again for being on the show, buddy. I'll see you Monday.
All right, thanks for having me,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you,
Hi,
guys.
Sheldon.
Bye. Gosh, why are you so mean to everybody?
Shut
Yeah.
up, Lindsay.
How do you work? How do they continue to work with you?
Well, they do. You stop talking. All right, so I'm going to plug this again. SummerSlam takes place Saturday, April 21st, live from the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
Next week.
August.
I'm sorry, August. Oh boy.
You're
August.
doing a great job, buddy.
Oh well, thank you. Tickets go on sale next Friday, June 18th. So please go out there and get your tickets if you don't have them. And we also, the WWE is returning to live events beginning Friday, July 16th. Please visit WWE.com to the upcoming WWE live event schedule and for ticket information. So go on WWE.com if you guys want to find out where we're going to be and where you can get those tickets. And I guarantee you, you'll enjoy the show. It's been too long since we've been away from the fans. And right now we're coming back. And hopefully we get that same reactions that we normally get when we are in front of people. So please get your tickets in advance. Also, we got Hell in a Cell coming up Sunday, June 20th, streaming live on Peacock and in the US and WWE networks everywhere else. So please make sure you check out Hell in a Cell. It's going to be a great, great show.
There you go.
Sounds
There you
like
go,
it.
right there. And if you
Good
do
job.
go to a live event, if Devon's there, all you have to do is yell out, "Get the tables," and he will
Yeah.
show up.
He will.
Or testify.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
Or
works
watch-
every time if he's there.
Or watch out, there's Shelton behind you. What?
Yeah, that'll work on Devon anyway. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so I want to
Yeah.
get you guys' thoughts on this real quick.
Okay.
What do you guys think about this? Sorry, I'm
All
covering
right.
your face, Devon, or maybe I'm not
So,
sorry. I don't know.
Ugly. What is it?
What is
made
that?
out of?
It's
That
a
looks-
jacket, so it's a new jacket
You know what that
designed by.
reminds me? You know what that reminds me of? Remember
What's that?
Remember Back to the Future when he had that vest and they
Oh,
saw
yeah.
it looked
Yeah.
like it
The
was like what the hell?
puffer
Yeah, like,
thing.
what the hell are you wearing? Is that a
Yeah.
life preserver? That's what that looks like.
All right, so that's a jacket
Ah.
designed by Kanye.
Kanye West?
Kanye West.
I don't like his style.
There's no
personally.
buttons or zippers on it,
Okay.
so it's always open.
No.
$200 jacket.
Come on in.
Shit.
It's always open.
And I want to point out that
How
this
How much
caused
was it?
the Gap's website to crash.
What do you mean crash? Like it was so many people hitting up wanted the jacket?
Gap, early reports are saying that is the most popular item in Gap history.
Really?
Not their
That
khakis.
jacket right there.
I don't feel
They
that,
had good
but
khakis
okay.
back in the day.
All right.
How
I
much
thought it
was
was hideous, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something.
No.
How much? How much was it? I missed it because I was not. listening.
200.
$200.
Oh. No, I'll pay $200 for my like North Face jacket that actually zips.
Yeah, give me a jacket that zips, not a jacket that doesn't zip. I mean, look, Mo,
That's a
prime
nope.
example. You're in Chicago, right? Or just what, 20 miles just outside of
Little
Chicago?
south, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine walking outside with a jacket like that with no zipper, no buttons, and your jacket's just open?
Is it supposed to be
Yeah.
practical or stylish? I don't understand.
Stylish.
Okay. Well, apparently I don't have style because I don't like it.
I got to agree that is the ugliest triple fat goose jacket I've ever seen as well. Listen, I'm not hating on you, Kanye. I'm not hating you at all.
No.
It's just not my style.
Yeah, same here.
It's not,
What?
you know.
What if Lizzo wore it?
It depends on what she wears underneath it.
Okay. All right.
Fair enough.
I love me
Fair
some Lizzo. I love me some Lizzo.
We know.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to I know somebody who claims they know her manager that can get my foot in the door. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm gonna try. Man.
Listen, you tell her WWE Hall of Famer is ready. I'm ready for her. I'm ready. I want her to come on the show with the thong.
Maybe we can play the flute together because she plays the flute and I used to play the
No. I want her coming on. I want her coming on that thong she wore at the Los Angeles Lakers game.
You want
I mean-
Rikishi's thong?
No.
I don't- yeah.
Don't get these sheet writers starting making dumb things. No, I want Lizzo to wear the thong on the show.
You want Lizzo to wear Rikishi's thong on the show.
If that was Rikishi's thong that she wore at the Los Angeles Lakers game, then yeah, that's fine. As long as it's Lizzo wearing it and not Kishi.
I was saying, because that meme went around putting them side by side.
Yeah,
and it was pretty
that.
similar.
And I'm okay with Lizzo.
Yeah, we know.
Oh yeah, I love me some Lizzo.
Yeah, we know that. So who else do you want on the show? So you want The Exorcist on the show, of course. You want Linda Blair. You want Lizzo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Linda. It scares me with Linda Blair because again, I said this before on the show, and I'll say it again. Of course, when I first saw The Exorcist, the first one scared the hell out of me. Any pictures I saw of Linda Blair, period, outside of the makeup, scared the hell out of me still. And then, as years went on, part 2 of The Exorcist came out. Here it is. I think she's 17 or 18 years old. And, at the time, I'm still young. I don't know, the difference between what's real on the movies and what's not. I'm still got to be told that by my kids. Yeah. Well, I definitely didn't know about Linda Blair. So then all of a sudden I see her, I'm like, oh, my God, she's beautiful. I didn't realize how attractive Linda Blair was because I'm always used to seeing that devil face that she had on in the first Exorcist. So now I see her in the second one. I'm like, oh, my God, she's really beautiful. And I kind of tried to get over that, but I still can't get over the fact of the first Exorcist. I can't get over it. Hopefully, if she's on the show, we can actually get me over that. Hopefully.
I kind of hope not, to be honest with you. I kind of hope you just stay scared of this forever.
Yeah.
Why? So you can still send me text messages with her?
Yeah?
Yeah, no. Well, that's why I don't open up your text messages. I don't respond.
That's why he
When
doesn't ever come on time.
When you two in group messages, and you saw and the thing go ding, 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 and I thought, what the hell's going on? And I realized it's you two going back and forth. I don't dare open that up until daylight.
Probably smart.
Yes, I can't blame you for that.
Yeah, because last time freaking Mo sent me a text message with Linda Blair walking backwards down the steps.
Oh, yeah.
That meme. And I was just like, no.
That was a while ago.
You can tell it's still affecting me.
Still not over it. Look at that. He's still not over it.
You have no idea, Lindsay. Okay. You have no idea what this movie did to me. And I blame my mother for that because she allowed me to watch it at the age of 7. What mother does that? And I get on her all the time. I'm like, you're a minister for crying out loud. Why would you have me watch that at 7 years old? Because you wanted to watch it.
Maybe to scare you into being a good.
Well, it didn't work.
Good Christian boy. Did not work.
No, it didn't. No, now I'm a bad Christian boy.
He's just a bad boy.
He's just. Yeah. Look at you.
Listen, ask the fans. Hey, am I bad or what? I mean, right now and tell Mo if I'm bad or not. I'm a good guy. The people love me. Everybody loves me. Everybody.
Crickets. I hear crickets.
Except for my ex-wife. I can care less if she likes me or not. She's a jackass. She's a jackass as it is. So,
we got a request here. Can Devon try to get Mustafa Ali, on the show?
Absolutely. I think Ali would definitely be a good guy to come on the show.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Definitely good guy. Now, when I say my ex-wife, I just want people to know I have 2 ex-wives. It's not the first one. The first one I actually get along with. The second one is a piece of shit.
Okay.
That's all. I had to make that clear. So people didn't get confused.
Thanks for clearing that up.
People that know me don't want to think, oh, you're not talking about the first one. No, not the first one.
That's the second one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good to know.
No.
Right.
That's the one
they say the third divorce is a charm, right?
No, they say the third marriage is the charm, not divorce.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh,
listen,
okay.
I'm not trying to be on the Ric Flair plan, and me and Rick talk about it all the time. He goes, brother, you should know me. I ain't doing it no more. This is it, brother. And I'm like, okay, Rick. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no. I think Rick has been divorced. I think 6-7 times, something like that. I think
almost as many times as he's dropped the world title.
Yeah, pretty much. And I just
can't you not get married after you're divorced for a certain amount of time?
No.
Depends on the state, I think.
Illegal. Like if you've been divorced 7 times, we're not letting you get married again.
I'm not sure if it's 7. I think it is. I think it
I
is. I'm
just
not
made
sure.
that number up.
But I just
Maybe
remember
it's
telling
7, 8.
Now, if
'Cause I
you can
remember-
have like 21 DUIs before you're finally put in jail for a
Right.
long period of time,
Yeah.
marriages are nothing.
Yeah, they don't do anything. It's nothing.
Woo!
16
times divorced.
Don't know if
What?
that's true or not. Don't know
Oh,
if that's
man.
true.
I mean,
Again, we
that's
point out that we had hoped to get Ricochet on this week.
Mhm.
We're going to see if he's available next week. With that said,
He
Dante wants to
is
know.
available next week.
Okay, cool. Well, he wants to know, Devon, what do you think about getting an Aleister Black, Braun Strowman, or any of the recently released talent on the show?
I think we can do that. I mean, it might be a little scary for us. You know, these guys just got released, and sometimes there's no filter. So I guess we can do that.
Maybe they just got to, get some things off their chest, and
Yeah.
we can be there for them.
Hey, Howard Stern made his, radio show popular with controversy and things like that. I guess we can do the same thing.
Why not?
Exactly. Yeah.
Why do we always have to be politically correct? We don't have to be damn proud of it. We can be politically incorrect and damn proud
Are
of it.
we politically
I was going to say, when were we politically correct? I think from day one having you on the show, we haven't been politically correct.
Either that or when Lindsay dressed up in a little schoolgirl outfit because she lost a bet about Carol Baskin.
No, I was just, fulfilling the bet, and I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
You're
but
offended.
I know I wasn't offended. I was actually entertained.
And
Obviously.
Because
it inspired him.
It did because it.
Oh, yeah. Look at
That's it.
items. Obviously, listen. So
Hold on. Wait, go
Excited.
back to that picture again. Go back to that. Now, hold on. Now, don't go anywhere. Now, look at Lindsay. Oh,
I
that's
just
such
woke up,
Hold on. That's such a nice nipple. And
looking
look
for
at
my
Mo.
coffee.
Look at Mo. Mo salivating from the mouth. He's got
I
to
look
wipe that
down,
little.
and that's what I see.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
true.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been burned into my eyes, and I just can't get rid of that image.
Oh, you scared me for a second. You said it was burning. I was like, well, you need to get that checked.
Okay, thank you. I will.
Some sexy chesticles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They love me.
They just love your nipples.
They
Who
do.
who don't love Devon?
I don't know. Who don't love Devon?
I mean, like Teddy Long didn't seem to
Yeah.
like Shelton,
That's a
R-Truth. Really, anybody you say is a friend doesn't seem to like you.
I don't understand it. They always,
It's
R-Truth.
a one-sided friendship.
Yeah.
R-Truth is trying to hold up something that's trying to compare it to my butthole. Talking about this is big. This is how big and open Devon's butthole is. And it was just like this big circle like
You
this.
can park a car in it.
I parked a car in it. That fool.
Oh, so funny.
It's not quite the soft porn he was expecting to see at work.
Sorry, buddy.
Wait, hold on. I'll get it right for you. Oh, see there, it's censored now.
There you
It's
go.
censored.
Oh, there you go.
Byron, you love it.
Yeah, does he though? Does anybody love it?
Devon loves it.